Welcome back to 5-Minute Histories. Today we're traveling back over 2 millennia to a time when one man transformed the political landscape of an entire civilization. Imagine a world teetering on the brink of chaos, its greatest republic shattered by endless wars. Then, from the ashes of conflict, a new order rises, orchestrated by a leader whose vision would pave the way for 200 years of unprecedented peace and prosperity. This is the story of Augustus, the first emperor of Rome, and the era known as the Pax Romana. Let's rewind to 27 BC. Rome, battered by years of civil wars, desperately needed stability. Enter Octavian, a young and ambitious leader who had just claimed victory in the Battle of Actium, defeating Mark Antony and Cleopatra. It was a victory that didn't just win him a war, it won him an empire. In the wake of his triumph, Octavian stood before the Senate not as a conqueror, but as a restorer of the world. In that moment, he was given the title Augustus, marking the dawn of a new era. But how did Augustus secure his grip on such a vast empire? His genius lay in his subtle yet radical reforms. He transformed the Roman government by introducing a system where he appeared to restore the republic while actually placing all real power firmly in his own hands. He reduced the Senate's size for more effective management, but more importantly, he restored its dignity and authority in the public eye. This clever balancing act not only consolidated his power, but also pacified those who yearned for the republic's return. Augustus knew that the loyalty of the military was crucial. He established a professional standing army, the first of its kind, which pledged allegiance directly to him. He also founded the Praetorian Guard, elite soldiers tasked with the protection of the emperor, ensuring his personal safety and by extension, the stability of his regime. These moves secured his military support, essential for his long reign. But Augustus was more than a political tactician. He was a visionary. He overhauled the administrative framework of the empire, implementing a postal system and dividing Rome into manageable regions. These efforts not only improved communication across vast distances, but also enhanced local governance, bringing order and efficiency where there had been none. Economically, Augustus was equally transformative. He stabilized the currency, which in turn rejuvenated trade and commerce. His social policies were aimed at boosting the population of Rome and Italy, which had been severely depleted by years of war. Laws promoting marriage and rewarding childbearing were introduced to revive the heart of the empire. Augustus's era, the Pax Romana, was not just about peace, it was about prosperity and progress. For over 2 centuries, his policies ensured that the empire faced no major internal conflicts, and the borders were secure from significant external threats. This stability allowed for an incredible flourishing of culture. Artists, writers, architects thrived under Augustus's patronage, and monumental structures like the Pantheon were constructed, setting architectural standards for millennia. But what truly marked the Pax Romana was the peace it brought to the daily lives of the Roman citizens. It was a period when a Roman could travel from the foggy coasts of Britain to the sands of Syria, protected by Roman law and order. The empire was connected like never before, with roads, shipping routes, and a common currency facilitating movement and trade. Augustus's approach to governance was also marked by his pragmatism in his succession planning. Though his personal life was marked by tragedies and losses, including the early deaths of his preferred heirs like Marcellius and Agrippa, he eventually settled on Tiberius, his stepson, as his successor. His careful planning for the transition of power exemplifies his dedication to the stability of the empire he had created. As we reflect on Augustus's death in 14 AD, it's clear that his legacy is complex. He was a ruler who seized absolute power but used it to establish a framework of governance that brought immense benefits to its people. The Pax Romana didn't just enhance Rome's power, it enriched its culture, its economy, and its very identity. As we conclude, it's fascinating to consider how the structures and policies established by Augustus set the stage for the longevity of the Roman Empire. His reign was not without moral complexities, yet his impact is undeniable. Under his rule, Rome was transformed from a republic, shattered by civil discord, into an empire that would dominate the ancient world for centuries. What do you think about Augustus's methods and his legacy? Was he a tyrant cloaked in the guise of benevolent ruler, or a necessary force bringing order into the world of disarray? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't be afraid to like and subscribe.